Alibaba's Qwen team just released Qwen 3.6 Max Preview, and this is now their most powerful model period. Not their most powerful open model, not their best mid-range option. This is supposed to be the absolute ceiling for what Qwen can do right now. And on top of that, they also released two open-source models in the 3.6 family within the same month, so there's a lot happening here. I'm going to break down everything about the Max Preview, the benchmark numbers, how it compares to models like Claude and GPT. So the Qwen 3.6 Max is available right now through Qwen Studio for chatting, and the API is rolling out under the model name Qwen 3.6-Max-Preview through Alibaba Cloud Model Studio. The important thing to understand is that this sits above Qwen 3.6 Plus in their product lineup. If you saw my previous video on 3.6 Plus, that model was already competing with Claude and Gemini on most benchmarks. The Max Preview is Qwen saying, okay, that was our mid-tier flagship, now here's what happens when we actually push everything to the top. The architecture uses a mixture of experts' design. The context window is 256,000 tokens, which is shorter than the 1 million tokens on 3.6 Plus. That might seem like a downgrade, but it's a deliberate trade-off. They optimized for inference quality and reasoning depth rather than raw context length. The model also includes the preserve thinking feature they introduced with 3.6 Plus, which lets it carry its internal reasoning chain across multiple conversation turns instead of starting fresh every time. For agent workflows where the model needs to plan, call tools, evaluate results, and keep going for 10 or 15 steps, this makes a real difference. Company claims this model holds the #1 position on 6 major coding benchmarks at launch. Those are SWE-bench Pro, Terminal Bench 2.0, Skills Bench, Qwen Claude Bench, Qwen Web Bench, and SciCode. Compared to 3.6 Plus specifically, the jumps are significant. On Skills Bench, it went from 45.7 to 55.6. That's almost a 10-point gain. On SciCode, which tests the ability to write working code for real scientific and engineering problems, it went up by 10.8 points. Terminal Bench 2.0 moved from 61.6 to 65.4. SWE-bench Pro went from 56.6 to 57.3, which is a smaller jump, but still an improvement on what's already a very competitive score. And on Qwen Web Bench, which measures front-end code generation across categories like web design, games, SVG, and 3D, it climbed from 1495 to 1532 E-Li. Beyond coding, the model also improved on general knowledge and instruction following. Super GPQA, which tests graduate-level subject knowledge, went from 71.6 to 73.9. Qwen Chinese Bench jumped from 78.7 to 84, which is a solid 5.3-point increase. And Tool Call Bench, which measures how well the model follows tool calling format specifications, moved from 83.3 to 86.1. That last one matters more than it might sound. If your AI agent can't format tool calls correctly, the entire workflow breaks regardless of how smart the model is. So improving reliability there directly affects whether your agent actually completes tasks in production. Now, let me be fair about the competition. Claude Opus 4.6 is still ahead on SWE-bench Verified, which is the most widely referenced software engineering benchmark, and Gemini 3.1 Pro still leads on GPQA Diamond at 94.3 and on multilingual coding tasks. GLM 5.1 is also competitive on some web and coding benchmarks. So this isn't a situation where Qwen just swept everything. The picture is mixed and task-specific. But the gap between Qwen and the top Western models is now very narrow across most benchmarks, and on certain agentic coding tasks, Qwen is actually ahead. That's a meaningful shift from even 6 months ago. The pricing hasn't been officially announced for the Max Preview yet. During the preview period, you can use it in Qwen Studio. Based on the previous Qwen Max pricing, it's expected to be around $1.30 per million input tokens and $7.80 per million output tokens. For comparison, Claude Opus 4.6 costs $5 input and $25 output per million tokens. GPT 5.4 is $2.50 and $15. So even if the Max Preview ends up costing a bit more than 3.6 Plus, it should still be cheaper than the top Western alternatives. One thing to note though, Artificial analysis measured it generating around 74 million tokens during their evaluation, which is about 3 times the average for other models, so it's quite verbose. That means your actual cost per task could be higher than the per token price suggests because the model tends to think and write more. You can control this with max token settings in your prompts, but it's something to keep in mind. There's also an important caveat. This is a preview model, not a stable release. Alibaba is clear that it's still actively developing, which means benchmarks can shift, API details can change, and availability might change before the final version. Also, during the preview period, your prompts and completions may be used for model improvement, so don't send anything confidential or proprietary through it, alright? Alibaba also released 2 open-weight models in the Qwen 3.6 family. The first one is Qwen 3.6 35B A3B. This is a sparse mixture of experts model with 35 billion total parameters, but only 3 billion active per inference call. It's released under Apache 2.0 on Hugging Face, so you can download it, fine-tune it, and use it commercially with no restrictions. The context window is 262,000 tokens natively, extendable up to about 1 million. The second open-source release is Qwen 3.6 27B. This one is different because it's a dense model, meaning all 27 billion parameters are active on every forward pass. No mixture of experts routing. And this is actually a significant release because the benchmarks show it outperforming the previous generation's open-source Flagship. On Terminal Bench 2.0, it hits 59.3, which matches Claude Opus 4.5 score on that benchmark. On Skills Bench, it goes from 30 to 48.2, and on Qwen Web Bench, it scores 1487 compared to 1397 for the 35B A3B variant. That's remarkable when you think about it. A 27 billion parameter dense model, which you can run locally on roughly 18 gigabytes of memory with quantization, is beating a 397 billion parameter MOE model from the previous generation. Also, Qwen 3.6 Plus, the model I covered in my previous video, has been climbing the rankings since it moved from preview to general availability. It now sits at number 7 on Code Arena with a score of 1476, up 16 points from the preview version. So the model is getting better as they iterate, not just sitting still. So to put the whole Qwen 3.6 family in perspective, you now have 4 tiers. At the top, the max preview for peak coding and reasoning performance through the API. Below that, Qwen 3.6 Plus, with its 1 million token context window for balanced workloads and large codebase analysis. Then Qwen 3.6 35B A3B, the open-weight MOE model for developers who want flexibility and fine-tuning. And finally, the 27B dense model for people who need something they can run on a single GPU locally. So, if you're building coding agents or automation pipelines and you want the strongest Qwen model available, the max preview is the one to try. Throw your hardest repo-level tasks at it. Your messy debugging sessions, your multi-step tool use workflows. That's where you'll see the difference between this and 3.6 Plus. If you need open weights, the 27B dense model is probably the most exciting release here. A model you can run locally on 18 gigs of RAM. The direction is clear. Qwen is pushing hard across every tier, from the closed Flagship down to models small enough for a laptop. Whether you're on the API or running things locally, there's a 3.6 model that fits. The competition at the top end is tighter than it's ever been, and that's good for everyone. For this demo, you can see layout is well structured. The typography and spacing look professional, and the component hierarchy makes sense. There's a clear visual flow from the hero section through the features and down to the pricing. It's the kind of output where you could take this, make a few tweaks, and actually ship it as a real page. That's the bar for front-end generation now, and Qwen 3.6 is meeting it consistently. This shows the model can handle end-to-end visual coding without falling apart on the details. It's not perfect, and you'll always want to refine things for production, but the first-pass quality is high enough to save serious development time. Alright, so that's it from the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.